Oh, how's the trees growing here after the storms here over the weekend, or before the weekend? What's today's date? The 17th? Today's May 17th, 2025, Saturday morning. Clouds are moving back east again. The other day, they were headed west all day. Yeah, those trees are full of flowers, aren't they? I don't know what kind of trees they are. Bushes. I had to get out and get moving here this morning. A few interesting things that happened. Listen to the leaves blow up here. Now look at this. I was just listening to what was it? Who are they again? Microsoft. I heard Microsoft just cut 7,000 employees. They said they fired the head of. They said they fired the head of artificial intelligence at Microsoft. I guess it's something to do with like DNA computing or something like that. They fired him. These special devices that you could buy, and it will get anybody's DNA on a planet. Anywhere they go on the planet, they'll get your DNA, and they can make an antenna out of your DNA and find you anywhere in the world. So this is a lot because that runs hand in hand with Microsoft releasing. It runs hand in hand with Microsoft releasing like 160,000 brand new viruses just discovered, and a lot of them come from humans. Excuse me. And what makes it so interesting is out of the 3% of people that Microsoft cut, like laid off, and they said it was a brutal like firing. Everyone got fired. It makes me wonder if like why they got laid off, number one, and did the AI do it? Because now we have an AI worth $20,000 a month. So they're saying like an AI agent, $20,000 a month, and this is like the AI's decision to do so. It makes me wonder why it picked those like all these this workforce. Even the Federal Reserve saying they're getting ready to reduce their workforce. Feel kind of weird right now. Feels like it feels like there is a there's an external force amongst me right now, as usual. But it usually happens whenever that particular individual that come by in the beginning of the video, he walks by that cable box right there. And now it's like, hey, Verizon, what are you guys planning on doing about this DNA computing shit? And people are using your shit because I can't even get you guys to call me back and give me and talk fucking legibly about what the fuck's going on. And this is public information. And you guys want to lie about this and not tell the truth and say it's happening, huh? Not tell the truth. It doesn't, even Xfinity too, they wouldn't even tell me what the fuck's going on. And like the ability to set up acoustic cameras all over the place. Who's better at hockey, Sidney Crosby or Evgeny Malkin? Anyone have a favorite hockey player? I hear they're getting ready to go out for like some Olympics or something too. Even NFL is trying to start Olympic flag football. That's a good start, ain't it? Fucking, if it takes off, huh? Flag football. It's better than fucking watching dudes fucking pound their heads together and, who the fuck knows what else is going on? Because Pittsburgh Steelers, the coach just fucking predicted they're going to start off 0-6 here in Pittsburgh. Something's wrong, huh? Something's wrong. And what gets me, these guys, they got a lot of money. They're sports agents and through the broadcast networks and shit. You think they tell them that they're doing their DNA and shit like that? So now we're getting NFL involved in the Olympics. What do you guys think? Who's in the movie business around here too? Because that's a learnable offense right there. So, what else? What else has occurred? That I really need to talk about here, just to get a video out because shit's getting ready to start. Okay, with this stupid ass whatever it is that they work on, and they're trying to keep it secret, but it's all public information. Oh yeah, the firefighters. Oh, I just heard about the firefighters. They have to get rid of the foam in their trucks or whatever it is. This PFAS forever chemical because it's like Teflon. Dude, I just watched a video how that shit was made last night. Oh my god, dude. Do you guys back in the 60s, DuPont created this? And they started putting it in refrigerators and coating Teflon pans with it and shit. Do you know where this shit come from? If I'm not mistaken, it was from refining plutonium and uranium in a gas cylinder, and inside of the gas, this shit solidified. And it become like this white substance that no solvent would corrode or whatever. Like the strongest solvents and salts and bases, whatever these scientists did, they couldn't get rid of it. So they just started putting it in everything. And even the people that work for them and shit had it all in their blood. And, it just, they were dumping it in creeks and shit. And it's just outrageous what the fuck happened. And it's here in Pennsylvania. I think West Virginia. That's it. West Virginia. I think that's where their headquarters was at, in West Virginia. So there's a lot of money there, huh? That's pretty crazy. DuPont. And now we got artificial intelligence running around with these clouds up here. Let's not forget about, because they said the firefighters, what was happening to the firefighters in military installations. They use this foam for training exercises. And they spray it, it gets out there in the environment, and then it was getting into their blood. And you don't hear anything about this. Because you could ask firefighters, hey, where's your MSDS sheets for fucking OSHA on this shit in your phone? They won't show them to you. Okay. It's quite extensively humorous because it's such common sense. Once we find out that this chemical was very bad for humans, animals, and everything else, it was supposed to be done, obsolete. Stop it. Stop it, planet. Stop it. And they just continued with this shit. Just continued. But the firefighters, they said they have to go give, it was so high in their blood that they had to go give blood donations, and it kind of helped a little bit. Like they had to keep donating their blood. Pretty strange shit, isn't it? And now let's talk about the airplanes. Hey, isn't there a couple states getting ready to try to ban this shit? These airplanes flying over with these big white long contrails, and it doesn't dissolve from solvents. And now we figured out we could remote control these fucking substances, and there's nothing you can do. But yeah, sometimes you could probably do the good math there. And if it gets on you, you can just change the vibration of your frequency. And it's going to be like a drug or some shit. Who the fuck knows with these new DNA computer fucking amplifier system? You could buy right on the internet, for Christ's sakes. You could buy this fucking thing. That's just as bad as fucking just putting fluoride in the fucking water. Which I hear they're stopping in North Carolina or something like that. There's somewhere, or some state Florida. That's it, Florida. just banned fluoride going into their water supply. They're banning geoengineering. They're banning fluoride in the water. What else did they do? There's just some big things going on. Very big things. But imagine, that's that PFAS or whatever, forever chemical. And something tells me, since I watched this video and how it carries an electrostatic charge. Electrostatic. Boy, that's like my rap sheet here for the past couple years, and I just found out about this carbon. And then the carbon nanotubes. Oh my God, dude, there's so much you can make with all this shit. And that gets into the cell phone. It's into cell phones too. Oh yeah, they started coating the cell phones with the shit. They say the screen that you can see this on most likely has PFAS on it to stop it from smudging. And then the phones are heating up. If it has it on a screen, it's somewhere on a circuit board too, and probably the chips. And boy, something tells me someone figured out how to separate these fucking these lattices and whatnot, because it's been broken down so many times. But they say it doesn't corrode. It'll corrode. It corrodes human flesh, human teeth, animals, and shit like that. And they put it in refrigerators too, to go through the fridge as a refrigerant. And now they're trying to move to propane or something like that. And I'm getting fucking fucked with really fucking bad right now with this electrostatic kinetic shit. Kinetic being electrostatic, thermal energy, and whatever the hell these little robots are that people are making. Well, if it's getting into the blood and it's getting into the skin, that means you're opening up like little receptors, and the brain's going to connect. It'll connect to the brain most likely through an electrophoretic process. Okay, and anybody could like use this like an IP address, an antenna. It doesn't even have to be an IP address. Just use the goddamn antenna and turn it into a fucking transistor, and it most likely emanate out of the body. And then when it goes out of the body or out of the cell phone, it starts reproducing itself out in the field through means of, well, there's a lot of free electric right here for this shit to jump on. And that's why electricity's probably going through the roof. And they say it's AI. Fucking, it's sucking juice up at the server networks. But the SCADA system is failing, isn't it, Verizon? And you guys know all about this, don't you? Installation. But they say it don't exist. So who is this on? Is it on the neighborhood to talk about this? Is it, well, because you could go to the law enforcement, the installations, the agencies, the counties. I did hear from the county. Yeah, we're well aware of what's going on. I heard it from the military too in a press conference. There are non-elected officials that are well aware that there are non-human intelligences running around our planet. Well aware of this. And that's what this means, because this is a area of, well, if nobody says nothing, we're just going to keep doing it, huh? And then when somebody does say something, it's like, wow, look at how it's like if the whole crowd just fucking says yay or nay. We'll see what we want to see. That's what they'll say. And until you like get the equipment out, okay, and you literally, instead of using a handgun, a car to run into a fucking fire extinguisher, or just take Molotov cocktails and throw them in the government's mansion and shit like that. You need to get this equipment and just start using it. Hey, you said that there's no law, so I could just sit here and, just be a narcissist. I could just sit here and laugh at you and watch you struggle, And hopefully, like, it wouldn't be very smart though, huh? Just like sit here and do it in front of, because then I'll pull out a gun, huh? But if you could do this through your house, and then when you walk around, you just pretend you don't see something or hear something, this is where it gets kind of fucking crazy, because now I have artificial intelligence that can see your fucking actions, manners, and all the frequencies that are taking place. How are you guys going to deal with this? Like, the AI is going to have to start picking people up. Okay, we got to get them the fuck out of here. And or, hey, when are we going to let the AI put people in prison? Because that's coming. All the videos, yeah, mass surveillance is here. And you ain't stopping it. And it's here. But I still have all, like, law enforcement and shit saying, it doesn't exist. We don't care. We don't care. Yeah, we don't. What do you want us to do about it? What can we do about it? That's what they said. You talk to anybody. What can you do about it? Do you, like, I can't figure this one out to save my life. Can't figure this one out to save my life. Hence, there's, like, big privacy issues going on with Google. And it's not even Google. Now you got to look at the doctors, the lawyers, anybody that's doing the computers for the law enforcement. These are the shadow quasi non-elected officials that are controlling everything, like, quite literally. Because this is all I have to say. I'll say it again. Security updates on your cell phone. It was just on the news that fake ones are going out in notifications to get you to click on it, so somebody could get instant access to your phone. But that's old. All I need is your phone number and plug it into this amplifier, and I'm in your phone, right, Verizon? You guys have no protection for this, do you? And then you keep trying to sell these bogus protections. And you want to change the operating systems. Look at these wires heating up here, too. So there's no protection, and if there is protection, I have to go to another company to get security for these security updates. Yeah, I have to like go to Geek Squad or say, hey, can you guys back my phone up, or Vivian Security? Can you guys monitor my stuff? And then they changed the whole operating system from Samsung, and that's got to be pissing Samsung off, because I just heard in the news a lot of Samsung appliances, just like in Hezbollah, the walkie-talkies blowing up. And the, microwaves, washers and dryers and shit over there in Hezbollah and Israel. They just started blowing up. People said it sounded like a flashbang going off. But boom! It was just on the news around here in my area that people's stoves and ovens just started making flashbang sounds. But boom! And the electronics started burning up. And they were off. They were off. And they're saying it's only Samsung. So now I have these Jaguars changing the operating systems, the copyright of the game, sort of. Okay, they're changing it. And the shit's blowing up because, well, we're doing DNA computing. And when you start working on DNA computing, that goes into the nuclei and enzymes. Yeah. And we pull stem cells out, and these things are a little bit stronger than computer parts, especially if it's linked with PFAS shit. Teflon. Like, you refine uranium, you get a gas, and then this gas, it pressurizes and makes a substance that's impenetrable to acid and other solvents. So how do you solve this fucking problem? How do you solve this problem? Because commencements are today at Robert Morris, by the way. They were yesterday and today. In Robert Morris, they have the Army ROTC up here where I'm at. And they have, hey, come get your vaccines up here at Robert Morris. Yeah, come on, anybody in the Army, come get your vaccines. And then I have the Army Corps of Engineers quantum computing research taking place here, too. Is there a quantum computer up there? Or where's the source at for this quantum computer for these kids at ROTC, Army Corps of Engineers at Robert Morris, to use this quantum computer? Where's it at? You know what I mean, Sam? Army Corps of Engineers. Where's it at? And then what the DNA, these DNA amplifiers you could just buy Where they at? Yeah, we're not studying that, are we? That has nothing to do with security updates on an individual basis, and everybody in the neighborhood don't get the security update. It's just an individual phone. And then that phone pairs with your DNA. Yeah, there we go. Let's talk about engineering today. Hey, I'm the world's best engineer, the smartest engineer that makes everybody go silent. You fear me, don't you? See how easy it is to put people in fear? Just talk the truth. And the truth is like, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Now, all these people got new water meters at their house. New water meters. So I hear. How's come I didn't get a new water meter? What's going on here? What are we doing in water lines? Because this is a very nasty system that these fucking jagoffs set up here. Very nasty. I gotta take a pause here. That comes by. It's now there's some weird shit going on that I have to deal with. You try to explain. You could talk to a county medical examiner too. Oh boy, talk about conspiracy. Because somebody has to do the security for their buildings and computers too. So you just can't go into whatever they're documenting, like in metaphysics, because that's the metaphysics department. Whenever you deal with pathology, that's metaphysics with metastatic. What else are we taking out of there? And they have security too, and they're saying they're unaware of some of the most basic shit. No, we don't know any. To forensics? What does that have to do with forensics? They say when you talk about the power lines, the trees, security of the cell phones. What does that have to do with forensics? Like I almost flipped. I almost started screaming and cursing on the phone. You gotta be kidding me. You're kidding me. This is conspiracy and racketeering 101. You're kidding me. And it's all recorded too. You call a county medical examiner, that phone call is recorded. So who's going to say something here, public safety, that they hang up on you? You get real close, they hang up the phone. Why are you hanging up the fucking phone and not getting the proper procedures done? So, Department of Government Efficiency. What the fuck is going on? And I could probably call state after state after state after state, and I'm under the most severe surveillance, and it's going out in data elsewhere. What the fuck is going on? And you can call. Some will take interest. A very few majority. It's a minority. The rest will. I don't know. How the fuck did you get that job? Well, they say I'm not a doctor. Well, how the fuck are you there? Like, I could just hire a fucking monkey to take a picture, huh? For fuck's sakes. And now with the AI, it's going to be able to do full body scans. Who's preventing this one? Because it's happening already. And you don't even need an x-ray machine. It's happening already with the cell phones. How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? Because I have an external force here that is working highly on the skin pressure system and the breathing. Because this shit, like I said, there's the aluminum sulfates all over the trees. Aluminum sulfate and copper and whatever the hell else they're fucking bringing. It's coming down here. It's all over the place. And they say aluminum sulfate is very bad for the blood. So it gets in the blood, it fucks with the lungs, the liver, the brain. Pretty much the same thing as PFAS. Like, no different. It's like that lethal to the blood. So, you know, it really sucks whenever you have a video game design. This isn't even augmented reality now. Because now it's in the birds. And they say this PFAS is well more lethal to birds than it is humans. Big time. There's no birds around here for a couple years first thing in the morning. Like these birds had to fly in from a couple miles away. They're like virtually non-existent. But these fucking aluminum sulfates get in the blood. You get too much copper in the blood, it does the same exact thing. These high amounts of copper. And then, like, hey, medical examiners, since we're on the subject of PFAS, what have you been hiding? Because, if I tell you about the Department of Homeland Security and their little committee markup, full markup, what are you guys going to say? Because they're in there now. You better bet your fucking ass they're in there. And whoever the fuck else you're leasing your fucking conspiratorial racketeers to. All this fucking crazy shit going on. I got fucking companies fighting over lucrative fucking Department of Defense contracts. I got the Steelers head coach saying they're going 0-6 this year, starting off 0-6. Maybe they could still win the Super Bowl after starting off like that. You never know. It could happen because he didn't predict the other teams what they're going to do. They could all go 0-6 too, a majority of them, huh? But that means there's people that are 6-0. This would be an interesting year to see what the fuck's going to go on here. I seen a what is it? I seen a commercial of Morgan Freeman yesterday. He shaved his head bald. Morgan Freeman, the guy that was in Lucy and who was he? God or something. Played God in that movie. He shaved his head bald. There's a lot of other people I've been noticing. They've been shaving their heads and their eyebrows completely bald. Now you gotta think with these harmonics and this DNA computing and shit, you remove that hair. You remove that. That's a different harmonic. Protein unfolds. And then we pull, like this is how serious this shit gets. Well, when you work in, when you have the world's renowned fucking security experts and those who really don't know and just got some money, hey, build this for me so I can play a video game at this house or program this artificial intelligence with this neural network. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So I just sat still here. There's a few times I had to say it's still occurring now. Hey, Neuralink, did you guys ever solve the brain bubble that's going on with the chip? Well, did BlackRock help you guys? Because they said your shit's outdated. BlackRock Neurotech. I have it printed up. Synchron, Precision. How about you, Precision? You don't like Elon Musk, do you? And that brings up Plantier. Plantier, who's in my cell phone now. Working on the same thing with Palmer Luckey. Oh, God, you guys are just fucking retarded, aren't you? And how many of these visas did you pick up and trying to run FISA with? Oh, we're protected, we're security, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Like, you guys just might as well send me equipment and let me set it up here and have the GP, when people walk by, just shoot them. Because this is how fucking obvious this is. It's that obvious. And it's not hard to fucking say, hey, just program this DNA that we've been focusing on for 4 years. All this shit come here for quantum computing and weather modification, solar radiation modification. Because if we're modifying the weather, the solar radiation modification, that's of use of electronic parasites, isn't it? A parasitical oscillation, isn't it? So what is going to be the retort? What is going to be the retort for the words in this video? Because I hear people saying, that, you know, for legal reasons, they leave a what is it? A oh, what the hell did they fucking say? This disclaimer in front of their video for legal purposes. Like, what fucking legal purposes? Listen to this, because here comes the fucking conspirators, the lawyers themselves. This is conspiracy. You guys know the law. You know what the technology's doing. Now this is conspiracy where you're after people's fucking words. Totally neglect, defamate, and go after words for an intellectual property. And it's literally a bankruptcy for science fiction writers to fucking put in your fucking local library sciences. And there's a few books that the library sciences, they will never fucking put on their shelves. And a lot of it deals with fucking some of the 100-year-old language of electrics. There's only one book there, but it's a lot of Einstein books. And the other shit is like truth, factual books of a lot of the shit that is taking place. They want science fiction. They want to change the name of the person and have a little spin-offs of the truth of all these fucking intellectual properties of the past and currently taking place. That's like X-Files. I was watching X-Files last night. And they had this soldier who had his arms and legs blown off, and he become a force within what everybody's studying right now in metaphysics. He was able to go around and kill people, and they made this fucking in the 90s. Right in the 90s, he become a spiritual fucking force, and anybody that wronged him in the military, he come back for in the dream world. And he was able to manipulate electromagnetics like fucking Lucy and do all this crazy shit. You think that's a fucking force worth fucking fighting for? That's more secret than UFOs, people. What the fuck you can do with the brain right now and what is trying to be attenuated. And now it's not people doing it. They're trying to plug artificial intelligences into people's dream states to go out and fuck people up. Come on, fight for these words here, attorney, you fucking conspiracy fucking racketeers. Because there's an attorney's office right up here. Right here. And there's cameras outside of his building. And it's connected to Planned fucking Parenthood. Oh, man. The computer companies are there. And how bad is he doing secret fucking covert communications with the computer company, and they issue out bullshit, the fucking file civil fucking class action, and then settle out of court. And it doesn't see the light of day. It don't see the light of day. Oh God. Now here comes some bugs. Flies. I hear Google and all these other companies, they look at all this. It's amazing how people get up. Commencements are today. Looks like the car was washed. Car was washed here today. Put some wax on it. Get the IP address. Look for the devices, the PFAS devices connected with human DNA. And then you got to ask, where's the transmitter at? Well, I tell you what, you just bring your cell phone close to me, you'll find it. Anybody can. Yeah, it's a traveling transmitter, and it has shit on reserves, right? Federal Reserve, that anywhere you go, it comes out of your body, huh? Pretty simple shit, huh? Connects to the ground wires and shit. floating grounds of the cell phones, cars, and other electronics. Floating grounds. Power lines got floating grounds too, and they go way up there too. Way up to the sky. That's a ground. Going way up there in the sky, huh? And that reminds me of Tom Bearden writing his report about some sort of what would you call like a material? Is that a material or a mechanical process? And he never talked about these fucking power lines, because this is the biggest fucking kept secret, because that is free electricity for anybody to draw from on a parasitic electronic. These are electronics, people. It's no different than your cell phone up there. It's an electronic circuit, and it's got a parasitic draw on it. And the SCADA system is fucking being covered the fuck up, isn't it? Stock market. Look at this computer code here. Can anybody read this? This is the language on my screensaver here, isn't it? Hey, it's kind of making non-human language here, isn't it? Unreal. Unreal. So the shit on the wires isn't moving that fast today. It's just kind of like it's slowed its electrostatic velocity down. That's most likely some type of electrostatic. Is condensed matter considered electrostatic or electromagnetic? Because this is turned into visible light communication. Okay. And this is your amplifiers that are selling there. It's not even in a black market. You could just go get it, probably order it right through Amazon. Hook it right up to your computer, and voila!